doing what his brother should. Keep everything simple. You're in lane 7. The favorite is in lane 8. Follow him. Top 6 get through. It's not like it's that hard to qualify.
Josephus was a little bit bummed that he didn't go sub 10 in the 100.
Set.
Let's get the men's 200 underway. Here we go.
Courtney Lindsay second from the outside. Already made the final last Sunday, so he's in a nice rhythm. He leads off the turn, but he's got company.
Here we go. Courtney Lindsay. What's Josephus Lyles got on the outside? How about Kalen? Across the line goes Courtney Lindsay. Garrett Kalen pushed him all the way, but Courtney Lindsay got there.
Kick to come back to Courtney Lindsay. I know you mentioned that he had a great run. He made it to the finals in the 100 meters, so he has a great rhythm, great speed, and he was able to control this heat. But there comes the youngster on the outside closing strong.
Yeah, those 6 on the inside were just about as even as you can come off the turn. But it was Lindsay communicating this week about that exchange between him and Bolt, and he said, I am not changing a thing. We have to check with the University of Oregon, make sure they still own this building, because the way Noah Lyles has been walking in the stadium, I feel like maybe he has had part ownership of this building.
Set.
Michael Johnson has the trials record that was set some 28 years ago. That could and probably should fall here, maybe not in this race, but at these trials. Look at Noah Lyles comfortably out in front, just gauging where everybody else is and just controlling it.
Lee, let me correct you. That 19.66 trials record set in 1996 is not going to survive these trials.
Yep.
It's not 100% coming around this turn, but he wants to set up his rhythm, Sonia, so that as he progresses through the rounds, it looks close to what he's going to want to do in the final.
You know what I noticed out of that I really liked was his actual start. He may not have put as much effort into it, but it looked textbook the way he dragged his feet across the track. Ooh, if he gets that start, even better than it's been.
John Rutledge to get second. Let's hear from Noah now with Lewis Johnson. Lewis?
All right, here he is. So Noah, has the pressure diminished at all, having made the team in the 100 meters as you start the 2?
It's definitely gone. Now it's just having fun.
Yeah.
Now I'm back with my wife, as I say.
Yeah, okay.
And everything's looking good right now.
All right, speaking of having fun, where are the cards? What do you have today tucked in the uniform?
I got them tucked away in the uniform. I was keeping them behind the number, but the chip kept falling out, so I decided not to do that.
Okay.
It's time for, I pulled out Exodia or the finals of the 100, but now it's time to build the whole thing. I got the left and right arms, and I got the legs coming tomorrow.
All right, that'll be other cards in addition to that?
Exactly.
All right, because it's speaking German to me, man, so I'm glad. I hope everybody at home understands.
No, all the Yu-Gi-Oh fans know.
Right.
Something big is coming.
Sounds good. All right, Noah, we'll see you in the next round, man.
All right, see you tomorrow.
Lewis, you may not be into those cards as far as the semifinals last Sunday.
Benarek said earlier today on social media, people doubted me in the 100. I showed you what I'm capable of. But if you're new to the show,
Set.
Heat 3, pardon me, of the men's 200. Let's go.
Yeah, Benarek had a little stumble. But remember, this is a guy that already made the 100 team. He has lots of power and speed in reserve. He'll be just ahead as they turn for home.
Kyrie King on his inside, but Kung Fu Kenny in control. No worries, backs it down and goes straight through to the semifinals tomorrow.
Where you mentioned it wasn't so much a stumble forward as much as it was to the side, and he actually goes very wide on the lane. So what you want to do when you're running the turn is you really want to hug that inside lane and run the shortest distance possible. And if you saw it front on, which we did in the first go around, you could see that he was super wide when he came out the blocks, Otto.
Yeah, King is on the inside working a lot harder, a lot of more movement. Look at Kenny Benarek, very little wasted movement. The knees are coming up, the arms are tucked in, which tells you that he's way off the gas, and yet 20.28. He knows it's like, okay, I'm just gonna 50, 60, maybe 70% or 80% for the semifinal. I am going to really show what I have when I line up if I get to that final.
And right in between them was Trey Fu Kenny with Lewis.
All right, Kenny is giving all the kids down here autographs and selfies. So how has life changed? What's it been like since Sunday, since you made the team in the 100 meters?
I got the job finished with the 100, but now I'm trying to get the job done with the 2, so just taking it day by day. This felt great. Nice little warm-up and getting ready for tomorrow.
All right, thanks so much, Kenny. We'll see you in the next round.
Thank you.
There we go.
All you need to know about this man's talent, that under 20 record that Tanya talked about, it used to belong to some guy called Usain Bolt. That's how fast that kid is in lane 5. So we know Coleman is going to sprint around this turn. He always does. He's
set,
Final heat of the men's 200. Coleman in 7. Knighton in yellow in 5. Here we go.
and Coleman blasted from the blocks, but Knighton content to just follow him around the turn. Now let's see who's in a big hurry to get to the finish line first.
Christian Coleman in the middle. Arian Knighton on the right. Arian Knighton's got this under control and wins his first race back.
Not bad for a first race on him.
Looks really, really good. And you know,
Yeah, this really was, given all the turmoil that he has been going through in the last couple of months, this looked like normal area. Came off the turn, he knew he had covered Christian Coleman to his right. It was just a matter of letting the speed come out and relaxing through that tape. He is on to the semifinals. But I tell you what, Tanya and Lee, he is going to have a great performance to make this team, because yes, we've seen Noah and yes, we've seen Kenny. Those two don't look like anybody except each other is going to beat